In the late 90s, enterprise software was one of the most painful things companies had to deal with. Buying software from companies like Oracle or SAP could cost millions of dollars. Installation took months, upgrades were complicated, and companies needed entire IT teams just to keep the systems running. That one entrepreneur made a bold claim. Marc Benioff said, the future of enterprise software was no software. It sounded impossible, but that simple message helped his company, Salesforce, challenge the entire enterprise software industry. So, how did a strange slogan become a powerful strategic weapon? Before Salesforce, enterprise software followed a simple model. Companies bought large software packages, then they installed them on their own servers. This process was expensive and slow. Sometimes companies waited months or even years before the system worked properly. Every upgrade required more installation, more testing, more IT work. Many employees hated using these systems, but companies accepted this as normal. This was simply how enterprise software worked. Mark Benioff had spent years working at Oracle. He understood how enterprise software companies operated, but he believed something important was changing. The internet was becoming powerful enough to deliver software online. Instead of installing software on company servers, people could simply open a browser and use it. Today, we call this cloud software, but in 90s this idea was radical. Most companies did not trust the internet for critical business systems. So Benioff realized something important. He did not just need a product, he needed a new way of thinking about software. Marc Benioff created a bold message: no software. He even used a logo showing the word software with a red line crossing it out. The message was simple. Instead of buying complicated software and installing it on servers, companies could simply log in and start using Salesforce online. No installation, no hardware, no painful upgrades, just software delivered through the internet. This idea later became known as software as service or SaaS. But the no software message made the idea easy for people to understand. The genius of this strategy was not just the technology, It was the framing by saying no software. Salesforce made traditional enterprise software look outdated. Suddenly, the old model looked complicated and inefficient. Salesforce positioned itself as the future. Competitors were forced to defend the past. This narrative helped customers rethink how software should work, and slowly, more companies began moving to the cloud. Marc Benioff did not just launch a product, he changed the conversation around enterprise software. Instead of asking which software should we install, companies started asking why are we installing software at all? And once that question appeared, the entire industry began to change. Today, Salesforce is one of the largest enterprise software companies in the world, and it all started with a simple narrative. In technology, the biggest advantages don't always come from better products. Sometimes they come from changing how people think about the problem, and the companies that control the narrative often shape the entire market. If you enjoy learning the strategic moves behind companies like Salesforce, Nvidia, and Stripe, consider subscribing because every week we break down the strategies that quietly reshape entire industries. Thank you.